Welcome to the 2024 election night between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump. Donald Trump won the nomination of the Republican Party, and Kamala Harris easily won the Democratic nomination. Now let's get into it with our 7 p.m. poll closings. We can first start with the state of Kentucky. 8 electoral votes for Donald Trump. Please ignore the glitch that's currently happening. I messed up when making the slides. And Indiana with its 11 electoral votes. Donald Trump will be the projected winner. Out of the state of Vermont, 3 electoral votes. Kamala Harris is expected to win the state of Vermont, and it's 3 electoral votes. Georgia and its 16 electoral votes. Currently too close to call, yet Donald Trump leads by a hefty margin over Kamala Harris. But still too close to call with 2% in. Virginia, with 1% of the vote in, 13 electoral votes, Trump narrowly leads Kamala Harris. Still too close to call as of right now. South Carolina, 4% in, Kamala Harris leads Donald Trump. 9 electoral votes, up for grabs. Donald Trump expected to win, however. And here's the current election map. Nationally, we can see Kamala Harris is behind in the popular vote and the electoral college vote. 3 electoral votes to Kamala Harris with 19 to Donald Trump. 516 left to call. And now for our 7:30 p.m. poll closings, with Ohio, West Virginia, and North Carolina. After this, there will no longer be displays for the poll closings. West Virginia and its 4 electoral votes. Donald Trump the projected winner. South Carolina and its 9 electoral votes. Donald Trump also the projected winner. Ohio still remains too close to call. 17 electoral votes. Kamala Harris narrowly leads. 12% of the vote in. North Carolina, 3% of the vote in. 49% to Kamala Harris, 50% to Donald Trump. 0.1% between those two. 16 electoral votes up for grabs in the state of North Carolina. The state of Georgia, 4% in. Donald Trump narrowly leads Kamala Harris. 16 electoral votes, too close to call. Virginia, too close to call, with Kamala Harris barely leading, 13% in, and 13 electoral votes. And the map continues to expand. 3 electoral votes to 32 electoral votes. Donald Trump leading the popular vote. 503 electoral votes left to award to each candidate. And welcome to our 8 p.m. poll closing, where we have a lot of states. In fact, this is the largest poll closing of the night. We have the state of Alabama, 8 electoral votes awarded to former President Donald Trump. Tennessee and its 11 electoral votes will be going to Donald Trump. Oklahoma and its 7 electoral votes will be going to Donald Trump. Mississippi and its 6 electoral votes will be going to Donald Trump. Maine and its 1 out of its 4 electoral votes will be going to Donald Trump. Maine is one of 2 states, including Nebraska, which splits their total electoral votes among its districts. Illinois, with its 19 electoral votes, Kamala Harris is expected to win the state of Illinois. Maine and 3 out of its 4 electoral votes will be going to Kamala Harris. Maryland and its 10 electoral votes will also go to Kamala Harris. Delaware and its 3 electoral votes will be going to Kamala Harris. The District of Columbia and its 3 electoral votes will be going to Kamala Harris. Recently became a state. Rhode Island and its 3 electoral votes will be going to Kamala Harris. New Jersey and its 14 electoral votes will be going to Kamala Harris. Connecticut and its 7 electoral votes will be going to Kamala Harris as well. Massachusetts and its 11 electoral votes will be going to Kamala Harris. Virginia and its 13 electoral votes will be going to Kamala Harris. Missouri will be too close to call with 29% of the vote in, 61.3% to Kamala Harris. A strong lead in a deeply red state. 10 electoral votes up for grabs. Florida and its 31 electoral votes. With 40% of the vote in, Kamala Harris leads Trump. Pennsylvania, Donald Trump leads Kamala Harris by a lot, but only 4% of the vote in, so we can't make a projection. 19 electoral votes up for grabs. And out of the state of New Hampshire, 4 electoral votes, too close to call, 11% of the vote in. Kamala Harris trailing Donald Trump by 0.2%. And out of the state of Ohio, 43% of the vote in, Kamala Harris barely leading, 17 electoral votes, up for grabs. North Carolina, 22% of the votes in, and 16 electoral votes, up for grabs. Kamala Harris narrowly leads Donald Trump. Georgia, basically a tie. 29% of the vote in, 16 electoral votes up for grabs. Kamala Harris barely leads Donald Trump. And here's the current map as the election continues on. And the Electoral College, 89 electoral votes to 65. Kamala Harris currently leading. And she is also leading in the popular vote. 384 electoral votes left to award. And welcome to our 8:30 p.m. poll closing, where it's just the state of Arkansas mainly. 6 electoral votes, Donald Trump will win the state of Arkansas, and he will also win the state of Missouri. 10 electoral votes for the former President Donald Trump. And the state of New Hampshire, 4 electoral votes for Kamala Harris, the incumbent Vice President. Ohio, too close to call, with 17 electoral votes. 69% of the vote in. Pennsylvania, 45% of the vote in. 19 electoral votes up for grabs. North Carolina, 80% of the vote in. A lot. And Donald Trump currently leading. 16 electoral votes up for grabs. Georgia, 16 electoral votes. 40% in. Florida, 92% in, and Donald Trump narrowly leads. 31 electoral votes. It lost its bellwether status in 2020. We'll see if they can regain that status. Just have 2020 be an upset year. And here's the current map as it expands. 93 electoral votes to 81. Donald Trump narrowly leads in the popular vote. 364 electoral votes left to award. And welcome to our 9 p.m. poll closings, where it's a lot. A lot more votes have been counted over the last hour. And Nebraska, 4 out of their 5 electoral votes can be called for Donald Trump. North Dakota, 3 electoral votes for Donald Trump. South Dakota, 3 electoral votes for Donald Trump. Wyoming, 3 electoral votes for Donald Trump. Louisiana, 8 electoral votes for Donald Trump. New York, 27 electoral votes for Kamala Harris. New Mexico, 5 electoral votes for Kamala Harris. Colorado, 10 electoral votes for Kamala Harris. Nebraska, 1 electoral vote for Kamala Harris, one of the 2 states that splits their electoral vote. Michigan, Trump currently leads, but 14% of the vote in, 15 electoral votes, too close to call. Wisconsin, too close to call, 10 electoral votes, 30% of the vote in. Minnesota, 50% of the vote in. Kamala Harris also has 50%. 9 electoral votes up for grabs. Iowa, 6 electoral votes. 77% of the vote in, Donald Trump leads heavily. Too close to call. Kansas, 6 electoral votes, too close to call, with 49% or 66% of the vote in. Kansas, too close to call, 6 electoral votes, up for grabs. Texas, 88% in, 41 electoral votes, huge prize. Swing state this election. Too close to call. Arizona, 12 electoral votes, 80% of the vote in, too close to call. Florida, too close to call, 99% of the vote in, a tie right now. 31 electoral votes out of the state of Florida. Georgia, currently too close to call, with 94% of the vote in, Trump leading by 1%. In the state of Georgia, 16 electoral votes, too close to call. North Carolina, 92% in, 16 electoral votes, too close to call, Trump barely leading. Ohio, 98% in, Trump leading. In the state of Ohio, 17 electoral votes, really, really close. Pennsylvania, 19 electoral votes, 77% of the vote in, and Trump barely has the lead in Pennsylvania. And the map looking much bigger with much more color. The gray states are yet to have been called. The yellow states are too close to call, and the blue states are for Kamala Harris. The red states are for Donald Trump. Kamala Harris currently leads in the Electoral College, but trails in the popular vote. 136 Electoral College votes to 102 Electoral College votes. 300 left to hand out. And it's time for our 10 p.m. poll closings. We have the state of Utah, 6 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. Montana, the projected winner will be Donald Trump with its 4 electoral votes. Texas, we can now project Donald Trump will win the state of Texas, and it's 41 electoral votes, a must-win state for the former president. Iowa, also another state that Donald Trump must win. He wins as well. Projected to win Iowa and its 6 electoral votes. Florida and its 31 electoral votes, another major projection, will be going to Donald Trump. We'll see if Florida's status as a bellwether state will come back and Donald Trump will win the presidency. We can only wait to find out. North Carolina and its 16 electoral votes will be going to Donald Trump, continuing to be a red state. Minnesota and its 9 electoral votes, we can project Kamala Harris will win Minnesota. And Kamala Harris will barely win the state of Michigan and its 15 electoral votes. The state of Nevada, 55% of the vote in, 6 electoral votes up for grabs. Pennsylvania, also too close to call, 88% of the vote in, 19 electoral votes up for grabs. Wisconsin, 90% of the vote in, 10 electoral votes up for grabs, a tie currently happening in the state of Wisconsin. Ohio, 99% in, and it's also a tie, 17 electoral votes. Georgia, 16 electoral votes, and Kamala Harris currently leads by 0.1%. 16 electoral votes up for grabs, 99% of the vote in. Arizona, 93% of the vote in, 12 electoral votes up for grabs. And the current map expanding further west. It started with just a few states in the east, and now it's made its way all the way west. And 166 electoral votes left to hand out, 160 electoral votes for Kamala Harris, 212 for Donald Trump. Donald Trump barely leads in the popular vote. And welcome to our 11 p.m. poll closings, where we got some major calls. Out of the state of Idaho, 4 electoral votes for Donald Trump. Out of the state of California, a must-win state for Kamala Harris, even though it wasn't that close. Her home state, 55 electoral votes going to Vice President Kamala Harris. Hawaii, 4 electoral votes going to Kamala Harris. The state of Oregon and its 8 electoral votes, we project will go to Kamala Harris. Washington and its 12 electoral votes will be going to Kamala Harris. Arizona, too close to call, 99% of the vote in Arizona. Very, very, very close. Out of the state of Nevada, 99% of the vote in. Too close to call. 6 electoral votes up for grabs. Wisconsin, 10 electoral votes up for grabs. 99% of the vote in. Ohio, 99% of the vote in. Too close to call. Pennsylvania, 96% of the vote in. Too close to call. Georgia, 99% of the vote in. Too close to call. And the map continues to expand. Kamala Harris now leads in the Electoral College vote and the popular vote with 67.9 million votes to 64.9 million votes for Donald Trump. 83 electoral votes left to hand out, 239 electoral votes to Kamala Harris, and 216 to Donald Trump. And welcome to our 1 a.m. poll closings. Alaska and its 3 electoral votes will be going to Donald Trump. Pennsylvania will continue to be blue and will go to Kamala Harris. And we can now project that Kamala Harris will be the next president of the United States, winning the state of Arizona and its 12 electoral votes, flipping the election to Kamala Harris. Nevada and its 6 electoral votes we also project will go to Kamala Harris. Wisconsin and its 10 electoral votes will also go to Kamala Harris. Ohio will flip and go into the Kamala Harris column, 17 electoral votes. Georgia will remain a blue state and go to Kamala Harris, 16 electoral votes. As the final map, all the states now have to certify their results, and the states of Ohio, Georgia, North Carolina, Arizona, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania will be doing recounts before certifying their results. And the House, Republicans will continue to hold on to the House, but lose a lot of seats. They won control of the House in 2022 after a lot of gerrymandering, but Democrats may take it much sooner. Democrats will hold on to the Senate, however. And the final votes, 75 million votes for Kamala Harris and 69 million votes for Donald Trump. 319 electoral votes to Kamala Harris and 216 to Donald Trump. A long-awaited election night, but now it's over. Please like and subscribe, and I'm sorry for any errors that may have happened during this election night, but I appreciate you for watching. Thank you, and as always, bye-bye.